Okay. Hey, my receivers and slots. I wanted to send you a quick video before we get into the season to make sure we're really clear on your base responsibilities out of our first 5 plays. What I want to do is I want to take a look on the whiteboard really quick at how we need you to run our bubble play, and then I want to take a quick look at how we're going to ask you to run your routes in green, and we'll talk a little bit about why we're doing those things. So I'm not going to pay much attention to the players from here over. All I really want to look at are these two players, the receiver and the slot. Let's start here. Our receivers. If you're designated as a receiver, and in my mind, our wideout receivers, Noah, you're one of them. Jamie, I think you might be one of them too. And Drayton, I'm not sure where you're going to be, one of the two. But let's just say the three of you. If you're designated as one of our wideouts, we want you to start 12 yards away from the open tackle, and you have to be on the line of scrimmage. Meaning, you have to be even with that tackle. When you get out here, turn and look at the official who's going to be standing over here and give him a thumbs up and say, "Am I on the line?" If you're legal and on the line, he's going to say, "You're good." If you're too far back, he'll say, "Move up," and he'll probably call your number. I don't remember Noah's number off the top of my head, but I'm going to say it's 88. He'll say, "Move up 88, move up 88," or if you're offsides, "Move back 88." But it's a penalty if we don't have an eligible player up on the line of scrimmage. Slot, why don't we make this your formation? 2 yards back, 2 yards over. So you're pretty close to this wide out. Now we can make that 3 yards if we want. I don't think we want to shrink it down too much, but we want you to be close enough to that wide out so that you can get behind him. Here's what I mean by behind him. On our bubble play, this is what we're doing. Wide out. You're the blocker for this play. You have to decide who you're blocking. Your assignment is to block the first defender from the sideline in, or the most dangerous man, MDM. Let's explain what that means. So, wideouts, if the defense is playing us in man, just basically everybody's got somebody, then you have got to block this person, the number 1 defender from the sideline in. This guy is number 2. Number 2 is not yours. You block number 1 unless this happens. If, before the snap of the ball, number 1 drops back into a zone, we don't want you chasing after him because this guy's going to make the tackle. What we would want you to do is we would want you to recognize that this guy has dropped and block him. Because who is he? He is the most dangerous man. MDM. Okay? What is the slot doing all this time? Slots, we didn't do a good job running this pattern in the spring. Off the snap of the ball, you are slipping behind the wide out, and you are looking for a pass. Now, I'm going to leave this up to Coach Caleb, how he wants to teach it. We can have you just run a Nike swoosh. See, that kind of looks like the Nike symbol? And get behind this wide out. Or we can just quite simply have you do this. Watch this, Coach. If I am your slot, just backpedal. Backpedal the whole way facing the quarterback. Because this is what we're telling the quarterback. We're telling the quarterback that before you run the play, to look over here. And if you see that we have numbers on the defense, meaning we have more offensive players on the line of scrimmage than they do, like here, where they've dropped the corner, we're going to tell the quarterback, don't run the play. Just throw the ball out to the slot. Throw him that bubble. But as a slot, you've got to get behind him. You cannot be catching the ball here. You won't have any blocking protection. Get behind him. In fact, ideally, we don't even want the Nike swoosh. We would want you to catch the ball on the run and keep going down the sideline. Okay, let me come on back on this play now. Let me go to the wideout. Noah, my other wideouts, here's what we're going to be setting the defense up for. We're going to be setting the defense up for a bubble and go. And that means if we've been able to run this a few times, and as soon as you come out and start to break down on that corner as if you're going to block him, and that corner tries to rush past you because he anticipates the bubble coming, and we would have him still doing the bubble route, we'll have you break down and then run a go. And we would look for the quarterback to do something like this. Pump fake the bubble, reset, throw deep, and by deep, we mean we would want him to hit you somewhere here before that free safety could possibly get over. Okay, so my wideouts, don't think your only job on bubble is always going to be to block. If we're successful with bubble, the next play that comes off of it is bubble and go. One more thing I want to do with you guys before I sign off. I want to talk about your routes on 6 green. East over 6 green. We won't run this play till probably Thursday, so there's no real rush on it. But here's what's going to happen. The jet is on the other side, motions across. We fake that we're running the ball here. Tight end runs a corner route. The wing runs an arrow. Now those are our primary guys in this pattern, but we want to involve the two of you as well. Here's what you guys do. Slot. You're going to be running a drag across the field, and it's a 3-yard drag. You've got to hustle your backside across the field because you're going to be the emergency valve in case all of this breaks down, and you should be free and open for an easy short pass. My wideout, you are running a deep crossing pattern to the middle of the field. How deep? Find their free safety, and you want to replace him. He will react to all of this, and he will be moving across the field. Now, my wideouts, please listen to this also. It's not uncommon for teams to play us without a safety at all. They like to blitz the safety because we run the ball so effectively. If we find that happens, then we will be calling this play, and we will be telling the quarterback to look deep. Maybe we'll call it home run to make it fun. And that means he's going to be looking for you in the middle of the field after the quarterback rolls out here. Okay? So what I need you to have down and be ready to go with for Sunday night is I need you to be able to run bubbles appropriately. That means slot, you got to get behind the wideout. And that means wide out, you've got to know who to block, the number one man or the most dangerous man. Later on in the week, I need you guys also to be able to run the drag or the deep wide out when we get to green. Okay, guys, flies are getting on me. I'll see you later.